Problem that I've had is I've got a backpack, and in the backpack I have the yellow thing which had the mic stuff in it, the Rode SmartLav Video Micro, and I had a camera bag with my camcorder in it with the batteries. This is the original one, this is just an emergency battery. So all that went in there, all that went in there, then the tripod, and then I stuffed all of it in there. The problem is, all this had to be pulled to bits. So, see, there's the dead cat, or kitten because it's little, and I couldn't have this attached to this because I didn't want it to break, so I'd have to pull it all apart. There's also a selfie stick, so I can use it as a boom. So I was trying to come up with a better method for storing it all. So let's just lay it all back out again. Well, if I can get rid of the camera bag, that'd be good. If I can get rid of this thing, that'd be good. If I can have light, that would be good. There is another little red cord that's missing at the moment. That's a smartphone patch cord. See, it's got the smartphone plug on the end, and then you've got the red one for mic and the green one for headphones, and then this is just a conventional mic plug. Then we've got the what do they call that, a lyre mount, and then dead cat, the wind deflector just works so brilliantly. Some supplemental, so we'll find somewhere for that. There's the little case for that, and this. So that's my basic kit, plus the phone that I have in my hand that I can plug that into via that cord with that. But there is a little red one that's shorter, it's just not here at the moment because I'm changing rooms, and because we've been in a different city, there is every chance that it's still at my brother's house, but it'll fit in there easy enough anyway. So what do I use to fit all that when all I have is the backpack, which is inconvenient? Went to a second-hand shop and found this. This isn't a building it one because I just built it, completely forgot to video it because silly me, I'm still not used to doing this. What I've done is that there is a wine bottle thing. So you've got like for corkscrews and stuff in the top, see that's already cut out. There's a little strap in the bottom for your wine bottle, and that's what it was for. Now if you see carefully, well, not carefully, but if you pay attention, there's a screw there, screw there, screw there, and screw there. So what I did is, I've cut out some bits. So, batteries can go in there, which is pretty cool. Then I can fit the little smartphone patch cord, because it was more than 8 seconds ago, so my goldfish memory is kicking in. Also doing this with one hand is a bit silly. This is set perfectly in the bottom, in there, like that. Camera sits in there. Now this thing I can put together. This the SmartLav, I can stick that in its little baggie and it keeps it safe, and that just sits in there perfectly fine. Remote, and this is a little mount. This is what I use to mount the mic on top of the phone with. I'm going to, because the connections are different, I'm just going to have Velcro on here and Velcro on here. Now the reason I'm not going to make some sort of hot shoe or cold shoe mount is because this is cold shoe, but that is whatever the hell it is, some proprietary Sony Duvalaki. 1 battery, 2 batteries, 3 batteries. These batteries last for 270 hours. So that's heaps. All the mics fit in there just fine. This sits at a level that it gets pushed on by the foam so it doesn't move around. But we've still got, and the tripod and the little light. Now this light is really quite good. It was a tool. It's from Snap-on. I found for the price I haven't actually used it yet. For the price, that mixed with this other LED light works really well, but that with the fill-in with someone holding it works quite well. So this thing just folds up like that and fits in this bag. And as it turns out, the light sits in there just fine. So that's my dodgy little temporary lighting setup. Now this closes and latches like that, and mount there and mount there. I have an old guitar strap that I've never used, that I've had for a couple of years. This has a loop on it here. Now this wine box, I paid $1.50 for. This guitar strap was $13 years ago. 3 years, still had the price tag. Shows you how little I used it. Now if we turn this around, I have screwed on some doovies. These are from my imitation GoPros that I bought. So they're not perfect, but they do work. There you go. So this is my man bag that I'm left with. The tripod securely on the bottom. We have our Duvalaki with our light system here, and then if I really want to get out the camera, everything's secured in there, I can just grab it out and I can film quickly, not a problem. Once I get the little cord, then this will then just go. So it's a matter of seconds to get the camera out. It's worked really well, better than I anticipated, and we already had the screws for a different job, so operator problems. This was $12.95, this was $1.50. The screws were, I don't know, $4 for the whole set of them, and I've used 4. There's still another 10 screws, bolts, whatever they are. These came from something else. This setup here, which isn't ideal, it works, it's better than what I had. If I still need to use the backpack as a means of carrying it all, like when I'm on the treadly, it'll all still fit, it'll stuff in the backpack really well, it just fits in there perfectly. Not quite as easy to get out and set up, but this is the closest that I can get other than using the phone. If I use the phone, it's quick.